Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of November 2018. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising signs. And some months you might identify more with your moon sign or rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your astrological chart, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also keep in mind that these are general readings, so naturally there'll be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because there's lots of Aquariuses out there in the YouTube community. Before I begin, I'd like to let you know that throughout the month of November, I'm going to be doing a 15% off sale in all of my private readings. I have never done this, but I am going with the astrological flow of Jupiter being in Sagittarius and trying to give back to you. So if you are wanting a private reading, now would be the best time to act, as they are 15% off. So if you'd like me to look at anything in private, anything tailor made specifically for you, for your circumstances, for your life, now is the time to do so. All right, with all that said, let's begin your reading. Down the center, we have the Four of Swords with the Hierophant or the Pope and the Justice card. Crossing or supporting that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a supporting card. And what I see here down the center is that you are managing a lot. There's a lot that you are dealing with, a lot of responsibility around you, especially when it comes to the work front and your finances. And this could also be responsibilities with your family and your long-term partner, like a marriage partner or someone that you've been with for a long time. That's the Hierophant here. And the Justice card has appeared to remind you that you need to try to find the balance between dealing with everything that you are being given at this time. With the 4 and the 9, I do see having to balance these responsibilities, but also trying to make room for your own needs, because the 4 and the 9 of Pentacles specifically are a very personal energy at that. So try to put in the same amount of effort that you do at work, with your family life, your kids, if you have them, with yourself. So what do I mean by that? I mean taking care of yourself, like exercising or eating healthy, trying to find alone time to reconnect with yourself, with your higher self, like meditation, for example, or doing whatever practice it is that you like to do to center yourself, either doing a warm bath, for example, or doing Reiki, or what have you, and trying to find the space of enjoying the fruits of your labor and everything that you already possess. I say possessions because we do have the Nine of Pentacles here, but these two cards, and look at them, they're all together. These two cards are also governed by the planet Venus, and Venus does talk about our abundance and our sense of self, our sense of self-esteem, our confidence within ourselves. So these are all things to be looking at the beginning of the month. Now, in your root area, we have the Fool, the Moon card, and the Queen of Cups. So what I see here is that you are going to be one of the signs that are going to benefit. In general, we'd have to look at your personalized astrological chart. And I am thinking actually of doing natal chart readings later on, but that's a topic for another time. But it just came to my mind. I should be doing that. All right. So yes, in general, all Aquariuses will benefit from the full moon that's going to be happening in November 23rd in the sign of Gemini. If Aquarius is your rising sign, specifically, this will extra apply to you because Gemini will be in your 5th house of the house of fun, of romance, of children, and of joy. It is traditionally known as the house of Leo. So you're going to be having a full moon there, and it is going to be very beneficial for you, especially when it comes to your personal relationships. Your relationships with your kids or with your partner are going to be the theme of that lunation. And what we do see here with the Fool card is that the Fool card, a lot of people don't mention this, but the Fool card is represented astrologically by the planet Uranus, and the planet Uranus is the planet that governs Aquarius. It governs your sign. So we do have Uranus here, you being having this benefic when it comes to the full moon, when dealing with all of the relationships that make you feel full. Why? Because the Queen here has a full cup in her hand. So I do see a lot of goodness to be had with those personal relationships. Now, if you are dealing with a water sign, like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, definitely it's resonating a lot more with the signs of Cancer and Pisces, just because the moon also talks about them specifically, and then here we have a double whammy. And if it's not those signs, it's just someone that's very intuitive and very spiritual at that. And what they are hoping for with you is either a new beginning, if it is an old relationship, a person from the past, or they would like a new relationship with you if they are a new person in your life. So either way you look at it, it's all positive for you in the root area. Now, in your recent past, we have the 3 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Lovers card. So I love this energy. Before I say anything, I am getting so much beauty, so much joy from this trio. And what I see here is beautiful, wonderful chemistry when it comes to friends, groups of friends. That's the 3 of Cups here, or with your partner. The Lovers with the 4 also talks about long-term relationships and family with the 4 of Wands. And it's just a wonderful time. I say it is because some of you might still be in this energy, because energy is hard to quantify in the sense of a specific day, a specific time, a specific second, minute. It will vary for all of you out there in different ways. So some of you might still be in this energy, and it's a wonderful time for you to socialize and to have a really good time with your family, with your long-term relationships, love relationships, or friendships. And what I do see here for you is a lot of support, a lot of wonderful people that appreciate you for who you truly are. You're feeling emotionally stable and happy with the people that you have allowed in your life, the people who you are sharing your life with. And if in particular you are dealing with a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising, this person has really great intentions towards you. They have a lot of love and care for you, and they appreciate you for who you truly are. Wonderful, wonderful to see. Now, in your crowning position, we have the 6 and 10 of Swords with the 4 of Pentacles. So I know that we just talked about a lot of joy, a lot of positivity here and here. Life is light and shade, and what I do see for your sign is some concerns when it comes to either dealing with people from the past, someone that either has resurfaced or you guys looking back at the past quite a bit. And all of this is bringing about a sense of worry and stress and personal strain, and we don't want that. So it hasn't happened yet, so you can definitely mitigate it. What the energies are saying for you is that if it is a person from the past, that you act with caution, because this person can bring a lot of stress in your life, a lot of chaos, a lot of havoc, a lot of just not the best intentions in the now. This could change, but we're reading the month of November. Now, for other Aquarius out there, what I am getting really is worry when it comes to your financial front, when it comes to your money, when it comes to your work life. So try as best as you can to neutralize this, to mitigate this by not acting from a place of a lack, because if you act from a place of lack, it's going to be blocking future abundance that could come into your life. Sorry, I have the window open, so I'm getting a lot of light coming in. So hopefully you guys can still see me and I'm not totally being burnt out by the beautiful sun that has risen. So this is definitely letting me know that you have to not just act from a place of lack. Try to be positive. Try to keep your thoughts positive, like the beautiful sun that is brightening up my my reading here, and being proactive. So making sure that you have a budget, that you don't overspend, that you set limits when it comes to your finances. And if you need help, if you need assistance, go talk to a financial planner, go to your bank, speak to a professional that can help you and guide you if you need it. All right, now in your future position, we have the 2, the 7, the 2 of Cups, the 7 and 2 of Wands. I see the 2 2s and I got confused there, but what I see here is that midway through the month, a lot of you guys can maximize all of this manifesting energy, all of this green, the green light, to go after your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. You can make a lot of plans, especially plans when it comes to partners and dealing with other people, because we have 2 2s here. So if you have to deal with multiple people or just dealing in pairs, you can be quite successful. But the note here is that there will be a sense here of you having to be called to bring balance in all of these relationships or these pairings, because you're going to be called to come to a mutual agreement and understanding, and trying to see the other person's side so that you don't come into arguments or into a lack of understanding with the other person. Now, you can definitely mitigate these energies of feeling cornered, of feeling like you're not being understood, or like the other person isn't understood, if you communicate with a sense of gentleness and compassion and understanding. Now, in your ego position, we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. So we have 2 5s here. And yes, this energy has not happened yet, so you can definitely still take control and mitigate it. What I see here is that this greatly mirrors what we talked about here in your crowning position. And your crowning position talked about that sense of not feeling your best when it comes to your financial front. So your money situation doesn't feel like it's as stable as you would like it to be. So this definitely marks a time of instability in your finances. But like I said before, you can mitigate this by being proactive, by changing your perspective, by not operating from a place of lack, and by being very generous with your resources. And this not only talks about money, but being generous generous when it comes to your time, because time is valuable. Giving of your time to people that need it, giving of your knowledge, of your advice to the people that need it. And also, if you have any clothes that you no longer need, for example, other people could be using of those things that you don't have use for anymore. So that could be of value to someone else. So the key thing is to try to make sure that you let the universe know, I am struggling with one thing, but I am going to be giving in other ways. And that opens you up energetically to receiving more abundance in your life, to being blessed in other ways. So try also to not feel run down and being let down by the current instability in your life. If it is financial, you know what to do. I've already talked about it. But if it is this person from the past that is just stirring back up either old wounds, old memories, or instability in your life, it is time that you proceed with caution and set healthy boundaries with this person or with these thoughts of the past, because that's also what it could be, because it could manifest itself in illness and migraines and headaches, and we don't want that. Now, in your environment, we have the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and the King of Wands. So what I'm seeing here is that you could be dealing with a lot of people of high rank, people that have high influence over you, like a parent, a boss, a teacher, or you could also be dealing with someone that is very, very intuitive, because as you see, the King of Cups, who is very intuitive, is looking at the most intuitive card in the deck, and she is looking back right at him. So this could be someone that could help you when it comes to your finances, or your ideas of your finances and your business and your creativity. This could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or if you are dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you have a real deep spiritual connection with them. And there's something that's very magnetic, very attractive about them to you. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Page of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So what I see here are hopes, and your hope is to have a greater control over your financial life, your fiscal life this month. You are hoping for either a new job or to attract greater abundance and have, like I said, more control over your finances, because you're wishing to be more generous with the people that you most love in your life. Now, in your outcome for the month of November, we have the 5 and the 8 of Swords with the Star card. So, okay, we do have some difficult cards here, but they can be greatly mitigated by the Star card. Why? Because A, it's a major arcana card, and B, it is the card that represents you. And every tarot reader will have a different relationship with the cards, if you will, a different language with the cards. But for me personally, when I see the cards that represent either the client that I'm reading for, or in this case, the sign that I'm reading for, it denotes more control over your life. So you start with feeling a little bit like you have to balance out a lot of things. There are some difficulties, but by the end of the month, you feel like you have more control. You feel like you've got this, and you definitely most certainly do, because here is the Star card. You've appeared in your reading. So the key here is making sure that your thoughts remain focused in the right things. What do I mean by that? Don't focus on low-level energies of lack, of worry, of preoccupation. That's going to manifest itself as illness, and we don't want that. So act instead like this figure here in the Star card. Manage and balance out your emotions. Try to find your center. Try to find that reclaim your own sense of self-belief and belief in the divine providence, the belief in that the universe has your back and that things are only transitory, things won't remain this way. So don't let your own sense of worry, of preoccupation, to rob you of your inner peace and your happiness. And also, if these are these people from the past that we do see kind of resurfacing for some of you, don't let these unstable people, unstable because the 5 represents instability numerologically, and arguments with other people rob you of your own happiness and the beauty that you do have in your life. We talked about that here in your center position. The note for your sign is that the reality in your life, your reality will be marked by where you're choosing to focus on. Your answers won't come from the mind, from the realm of the mind. It will come from your higher self, from source, from that faith in the divine providence. All right, Aquarius, that is the end of your reading. My gosh, there is so much light coming in. I think you can see my window frame here. There is so much light. There is so much love to be had if you focus on that. And that's what the sun is letting me know. The sun is my ruler after all. I am a Leo rising, so that's why I'm connecting that. All right. I hope that this reading has been of help to you. I hope that it has given you a guide so that you can better manifest with the energies that are at your disposal throughout this period. If you feel like it has been of help to you, you can support my channel by liking, sharing this video with someone else that might need to hear these messages, or subscribing to my channel. And you can also donate. I have placed a link in the description box below if you feel to do so. If you feel called to do so, any denomination is welcome. I'm also inviting you to follow me on social media. I am on Facebook, Twitter, and I am now on Instagram. I'm going to be doing some, or I have already been doing some mid-month oracle card readings for all of the signs. This is, of course, a free thing that I'm trying out on Instagram, and I would love to interact with you and see you over there. Now, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can visit tripletarot.com, and like I said, November is the best month for that because I am doing that sale, 15% off all of my readings. I have never done that, and it will only last for this month. All right, Aquarius, I am wishing you a very blessed and beautiful month. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.